Hello, and thank you for joining us today as we explore one card dining, meal plans, debits, point of sale terminals, and more. I'm Fred Emery, and I'm joined today by David Siegel. Today we'll explore who is Heartland Campus Solutions, a little bit about one card dining, meal plans, and we'll do a deep dive into our point of sale terminals that are part of the one card system. Heartland Campus Solutions is a division of Heartland Payment Systems. Heartland Payment Systems is the fifth largest payment processor in North America. We have more than 500 development and security specialists, as well as 700 customer service and operations support specialists. We work with more than 300,000 merchants, 2,000 of which are colleges or universities. Heartland's core business is enabling retail locations, restaurants, corporations to accept credit and debit cards as a form of payment. The core business of Heartland is transaction processing. We do process more than 3.3 billion transactions per year, which equal about $122 billion in volume. Heartland Campus Solutions is a division of Heartland Payment Systems, and we provide the one card system. Our core business is also transaction processing. However, it's of the ID card. We provide the solution that enables campuses to produce an ID card and then use it throughout campus for various functions such as dining, vending, laundry, bookstore, print management, payments, as well as privilege verification for events and services, and access control to various doors throughout campus. Our core business as well is transaction processing. We bring the knowledge of Heartland for processing cards throughout North America to the one card system. So let's delve a little bit into the one card dining program. One card dining allows us to set up and assign to account holders any type of meal plan or declining balance. The card can be used as a straight debit type card where a student may have $1,000 to use for purchases, or you can set up traditional meal plans, meaning 14 meals a week, 120 meals a semester, $10 a day, $100 a week. Any type of plan that you see fit, we're able to configure, including plans with equivalencies. Let's say you utilize your meal plan in an all you can eat location and it deducts a meal. But now you want to use that meal in an a la carte location like a grill where you're ordering a hamburger, fries, and a soft drink. The meal plan can accept equivalencies where a dollar value is attached to that meal. It is a seamless part of the one card system, designed and developed to work directly to one card and utilize the same database structure. We've designed it for the campus environment where it has fast processing with minimal keystrokes. We understand that our campus clients need to move their students through those dining locations quickly and avoid the backup of lines. Students are short on time between classes quite often, so we want to move them through the line as quickly as possible. We can define multiple point of sale shifts, breakfast, lunch, dinner, late night, and accommodate the items through those POS shifts. The keyboard on the screen will adjust according to the shift that you're presently operating in those dining locations. Our point of sale system can include various hardware pieces or peripheral devices such as scales, barcode scanners, kitchen printers, kitchen displays. We offer automated discounts per card holder, and you also can display a photo of the one card holder on every transaction, which helps you reduce fraud and make sure that that individual in front of you as a cashier, as an operator, is who it's supposed to be. Looking at our dining meal plan setups, you can see here on the left the different types of plans that we can configure. On the right is an example of a meal setup where you have a start date and end date that you configure for that meal plan, the locations where the meal plan is valid, and the definition of a number of meal periods. Here we see that we've defined 3 meal periods. You can set an equivalency value and choose the days that those meal plans are allowed to work. as well as equivalent locations where that meal plan is accepted. We do utilize a number of different hardware platforms for touchscreen operation of the point of sale. The most popular point of sale hardware that we offer, though, is from a company called Pioneer POS. They've been around for a while and have a tried and true solution, which is a very robust touchscreen point of sale terminal with the embedded PC at a very cost efficient price. You get more bang for your buck with the Pioneer POS. We can attach, as I mentioned, multiple peripheral devices such as a patron display, a scale, or barcode scanner. We've seen an increase in our clients also desiring to use tablet-based point of sale systems, and we do offer a tablet-based POS that cuts down on that footprint and also allows you to utilize the point of sale in a portable environment. Simply unlock the tablet from the stand, and you can bring it wherever you need to process transactions. It's a streamlined, attractive option, and it really saves on the space in your dining locations where you would set up a point of sale for acceptance of one card, credit card, cash, checks, or any payment method. The one card point of sale software is designed by our internal developers, and it's a very flexible solution, allowing you to choose the number of keys you would like to have on the screen with or without a photo of the item, group together various product keys with multiple levels, and also group together various function keys or pay mode to reduce the number of keys that you have on the screen and really streamline the process. It allows your operators to walk through the transaction and easily allow them to process the transaction in an intuitive manner. What I'd like to do now is move right to a live demo. I'm going to
Okay, I'm going to go through setting up some products and then showing you the operation of the point of sale from the front end. In setting up products, we normally start off by creating a department. I'm going to create a new department called salads. And if I had a picture of some salads that I'd like to show, I could pick up a picture of it and import it into the department database. Once you set up departments, you can then add products to that department.
So, Dave, the departments allow you to organize your products in a meaningful manner. Is what I'm seeing from that. That you can then separate out different items within a collective area. Is that what the function is for those departments?
That is absolutely correct. So I'm going to set up a salad now under a department. And I'm going to place salads under the salads department. I'm going to say show it on my screen. You can see that we have other options here. Do not show on the web. Your items can be actually posted on the web, and we can also have it a web kiosk where you can have online ordering. I'm now going to set up a price, and we're going to have a medium and large salads. So now once I do that, I can always apply tax to this item or have these other options here that you may have a need for. Now that's the ease of use of setting up an item and putting it under the department. Now we also have where you may have a grill, you can also have modifiers and instructions. So here we have a grill, and let's say you're preparing some egg omelets, and you can create modifiers and have your create your list of modifiers under item maintenance, and then also create side dishes, which I don't have any created right now, and also instructions. So we can move well done, medium well, over easy, and those would be instructions that would also pop up on the POS on the front end for the cashier or on the kiosk, either a tabletop or a web kiosk to place the orders. Now, to create your screen layouts, you first create a shift, and I'm going to add a new shift to my system. And I'm going to call it Emery's Fine Dining. And you can put a time in there, you can just default to whatever is there. Then once you create the shift, you then start laying out your keyboard. I'm going to have a number of different options here. I can have 12 by 12 buttons on the layout, 10 by 10, 8 by 8, or 6 by 6. Let's take the 8 by 8. We don't really need a numeric keypad taking up space, so I'm going to click that.
So you can choose, Dave, how you want the keyboard to look with the number of keys and whether or not you want keyboard or what have you. So it seems like it's quite configurable.
It's very configurable and it's very easy to operate. Let's take a look at how we do that. I can right click here and I can put a product there. Let's take the salads. Select, hit OK, and now we have a salad button. I could also, excuse me, assign another product there. Let's take the turkey sandwich. Now I have the turkey sandwich. I can also color code these, and if I wanted to color code the backgrounds here, I can go to Style, and I can give it a nice look here, and now we have blue. I can also re-identify these keys right here and change them. I may want to, excuse me, assignment. I'll assign a static key. I'm going to make this a pay mode key. So it's as simple as that as designing your keyboard layouts. You can also make your buttons more like icons on a iPhone or tablet. You can decrease the borders and the backgrounds. You can hide unused buttons. You can also, excuse me, create your own backgrounds and put your own colors and images in there as well. Let's save this. I'm going to make this Fred's Emery's Fine Dining. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail like creating a full keyboard. And now let's take a look at running the POS.
So, Dave, right now you're starting up the point of sale terminal on your computer and it's copying data down to the local drive from the network. So, in case you were to lose network connectivity, the POS would be able to work from a local database, correct?
That is absolutely correct.
Okay.
To lose the connection to the SQL Oracle server, the system would automatically go into an offline mode without any interruption of service.
That's great because obviously the normal status is real time and online, but if for some reason you happen to lose network connectivity, then you can keep on running without um, interruption of service to your students in your dining locations.
That is correct. Let's take a look at the keyboard layout that I set up and see how it's going to function. I'll put in $200 for starting cash. And here's the setup that I just did. So we look at turkey sandwich here. We're going to make it here,
Not to go.
not to go. We're not going to toast it. And we have some modifiers here that we'll put on there. And as you can see, it's posted here to the tab. And this information, I had set this up with the turkey sandwich to print to a kitchen printer or a kitchen display.
Oh, great.
So as it's being printed here, it will eventually, as soon as the sale is closed out, print to that display or printer. Now let's pay for it. I have a number of different options here. It could be a one card payment. It could be a cash sale, a check if you were taking checks, credit card sale. I could split the transaction between any of these uh, pay modes. And also we have mobile swipes, which Fred, I'm going to let you explain in just a moment. Let's make it a one card sale. Now I'm just simulating swiping a card, a one card, and this would not pop up at all, which I would have it set for automatic swiping, just swipe the card.
Or if you're using a contactless card, you would just tap the contactless.
That is correct. The first transaction is always slowest when we're opening up the different SQL
Because it's
tables.
establishing the connection with the database.
Correct. And now we see that I have on that card insufficient funds. Let's try it again with another account that I'm sure we have funds. Here you see a list that I can choose from. I've got this set up to use different chargeback types for charging back to departments or normal dining service operations. In most cases, you won't have this, but I was running a test for another school, and I set this up to test.
So you have that ability to configure on where you want to charge back the transaction or have it default to an automatic default bill type where it would just you would ring up the transaction and swipe the card or tap the card and would automatically process and flow the transaction as needed, pulling the funds from the default or proper meal plans that are available or balances that are available for the students that are allowed at this terminal, and put the funds in the proper revenue general ledger account.
That is absolutely correct.
So that's great. Mary Smith, we see here processed the transact. Mary Smith, whose this account is, you see her photo to verify that it's her, her remaining balance, and the amount of that transaction. So that's great. Gives that operator some good information on that card holder to process the transaction.
That's right. Now, we do have another pay mode here, but let's switch. If I wanted to switch layouts, I could look at my layouts here on another shift that I had, and I could do,
And why did you just click on it? The shift button and it went to a different shift?
yes, I could click on shift here. I can go to all day shift or any of these other shifts. So I could have
Okay.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner set up or Sunday brunch as a different shift, and that's what this operator would see.
Excellent.
Here I've got departments set up. So when I click on a department, let's take hot drinks. I've got two selections under this department, hot drinks, hot tea, small or extra large. I'll say extra large. Coffee, we just have one size coffee. I can go back to my items, or excuse me, my department. And I could also have another selection here of sweets. No items found for that department. I haven't set that up.
So if let's say this you had a point of sale operating in a food court where you had multiple concepts. You had a Burger King, a Chick-fil-A, a Starbucks, a Tim Hortons, all in a food court. You could have them set up as these different concept departments within their items underneath it. So you don't necessarily have to have a specific POS if you wanted to set up your dining location that way for each individual location in the food court. You can get the food from the different areas and then come into a central point of sale terminal.
That's right. Now, let's hit the pay mode again and pay for this sale. If you look at here, we have mobile swipes. With mobile swipes, we have what we call a mobile one card that students can download on their Android and Apple iPhone phones and their smartphones. And they could submit a pre-authorization with their picture that would pop up on the screen if the cashier hit the mobile swipes. A list of pictures would show up, and the cashier would just merely hit the picture of, let's say, Mary Smith. And that would be the same as accepting a card swipe.
So instead of using their card, they would simply authorize the transaction from their phone and make the payment from their phone through that one card mobile application. So that's a great tool to utilize, and another method of making a payment is right from your smartphone.
That's right. So here, the way it would pop up, if we accepted mobile swipes, there would be a number of pictures here with their names, but without any information here for payment or whatever. And you would just hit the tap on the picture, and it would complete the sale. Now, reload POS is a very important key here. On the back end, if I was to change a price of a product or do a new screen layout, all I would have to do is inform the cashiers to hit the reload POS button. And it would update all the information on the screen, including layouts, item costs, and other function keys that we may have. If you notice here, I have an indication here that the server is up. Now, in a case of losing a connection to the server, this would change to server is offline. The cashier would continue operating as if nothing had happened. Any one-card transactions, if you accept them in an offline mode, will be stored locally on the POS. And as soon as the connection is restored, it will be transparent to the cashier. The cashier can hit a button and reload those offline transactions to the back end, and everything will be back to normal without any service being interrupted. Let's go ahead and log out now. And now we've logged out of the POS, and we can take a look at our reports and our activities. Let's take a look at a Z-tape, or what we call an end of shift report. And for some reason, my computer is running very slow this morning. And there we go. This would be the same type of report that an operator might receive when they end their shift or they log out of the cash register. Starting balance, the sales, one card sales. If you're running meal plans, the number of meal plans served. The department recap, where the sales occurred, and any taxes that had occurred. I can also export any reports that we have in the system to an Excel file, a PDF, or a Word document. That's with all our reports within our reporting system. So if I wanted to run this particular report, I could also output it to an Excel file, a PDF, or a Word document. We have a number of different reports that you can select, including inventory reports, items that were sold, department sales,
Seems that there's a lot of configurable options as well in the reports.
that's true. Let's take a look at this report here. So this is the report based on the activity that we just did online. As you can see, we hit some grills with one card payment, hot drinks. Remember we had the tea and the coffee. Give us our totals and the payment breakdowns. Again, I could export this to an Excel file. That's on my desktop.
So that's very flexible to be able to export it to all those different formats. So if you need it in an Excel file to um, pull the data into some different formats, or uh, different reports that you need for other areas, you can do so. And I saw also that it had a save button at the bottom of the report. So that allows you to predefine the reports and save them and have them automatically run as part of our task scheduler.
That's correct. Any report that you run in the system, you can save. If you look at the save button, I can save that report. I can name it. I can create an output file. I can hit OK. Now that report is saved. And now I could go into our server table and run a report scheduler called RTask. And you can schedule that report. Excuse me, we now call it PTask. And here's that report that I just created. And now I can schedule it. I can schedule it to run daily. I can schedule it to run, let's say at 12:48 a.m. Can run schedule. It'll be added to the daily schedule. So with any report, you can save it and schedule it to run periodically, either daily, weekly, monthly, or a custom cycle. Fred, can you think of anything else that?
No, I think you've covered most of it. So thank you very much, Dave. I appreciate it. Um, this webinar will be posted online for folks to view and have access to. So I appreciate you taking the time to show us the point of sale terminal. And if anybody has any questions after viewing this webinar, would like to touch base with us, feel free to go to onecard.com. That's the number one, CARD.com. You can also contact us. Our phone number is now on the screen, as well as my email address. Feel free to contact us and we'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have or provide a direct demonstration for your campus. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dave, for your time today. I appreciate it. And I hope everyone has a great day.